What's up? It's your boy Carcino here at Screen Thing. Let's talk about Brad's Status. A new film by Ben Stiller, co-starring Jenna Fisher, Luke Wilson, Michael Sheen. And this is more of a father-son film. More than anything. You know, I felt that the actor that played his son, he normally played a good role, but I really didn't like him either. You know, he came off as the bratty son, while the dad is very excited. His son's, going to college. He's looking at colleges for him, and he actually runs into his old crew, like his old running buddies from work. Well, from college and stuff like that, and they all are very successful. And Ben Stiller's life didn't kind of panned out the way he planned, so they kind of like rub it in his face about it, and be pricks about his career and everything. So Mike White, who's writer and director, and this is kind of like his baby, like his story, like this is kind of my baby here, and my, putting some of my life story into this film, so, and I mean, Brad's career was satisfying, but it's like he ran into a wall of a midlife crisis because he felt like he hadn't really done the things that he wanted to do yet, and he felt like maybe this time is, passing him by, and he's bonding more with his son. So, he always compares his life to his friends, like they got all this fame and, fabulous, and then when he has to reconnect, so he starts to question his life. And he ends up finding out that he's really more successful than all of them because of his son and, and what he has and what he's accomplished and his family and everything. It's like being grateful for what you have. And he learns this out in the film of being grateful for what you have and appreciative of the life you have, and then he looks back at them and see how empty they are, and see his son who realizes how much like he really does love his dad and how much his dad loves him and all the things he instilled into his son when Austin Abrams plays this role of Troy. But, he always obsesses over his failures and don't want his son to fall in these traps. Then he finally feel like he's having a midlife crisis, but he comes full circle, so but I think it's definitely not the Ben Stiller you're used to seeing. He's more vulnerable in this film than he's ever been. It's the type of film where they're going for the Oscar. You can tell by the way this is shot, the way it's filmed, the actors in this film. This was very serious film, like they really want to push this film all the way to the top and get it out there. And it's an interesting film to watch, but this is made for 35 and older. If you're not 35 and older, you're not going to be interested in Brad's status at all. You're not going to care about Brad's status. So this is for somebody who's married, definitely couple film, much older crowd. But it's a good film. It's I give it 3 stars out of 4. The only drawbacks I heard, it's not really too much. You know, it's just sometimes it didn't feel as if this was something that stood out. The performances was just good enough. You know, they were great, like good, but not outstanding to where it would put you in a performance where you thinking, oh, this is the ones that they go for the Oscar, not necessarily they're winning it for this film. The son, like I said, Austin Abrams, he did alright job. I don't know if that's what the role portrayed him to be that way, but he just didn't. The chemistry just really didn't come off right with him and his dad. But overall, 3 stars out of 4. Brad status. I'm out.